Wow. He's currently ranked 8th in the Honda 500 Interceptor Series. Bike number 183, as we mentioned, Richard Moore, going after his 3rd win in the season series. This is the 6th round of the 5 Ron Sweet, 356 Joe Solis, 75 Steve Reynosa, and also 183 Richard Moore. You can't discount Nigel Gale. He's had a late start, but he's starting to work his way up now. This race is split up into 3 different races. 2 riders going for the lead, 2 riders going for 3rd spot, and it looks like about 4 riders going for 5th spot. And a lot of changing going on back there. And every one of these position changes is important because we're getting down to the end of the season and a lot of money riding on it. The top 7 riders are going to be picking up a lot of money towards the end of the season. $2,400 to the winner. And right now, Richard Moore holding on to that and is really pumped up for it, taking this race seriously. Currently running in 2nd spot. Reynosa in front. Moore in 2nd spot. Billy the Bear running in 3rd spot. Then comes the 178. That is Mark Ingles running in 4th spot. Of course, Mark Ingles did so well last month, but he got a late start in the season in running, and now he finds himself in 4th. What surprisingly enough is Billy the Bear. An excellent ride by Billy the Bear, running up there in 3rd spot, and this will definitely help his chances toward getting some points and also that big point fund that's going to pay a lot of money at the end of the season. Billy the Bear in an excellent ride in 3rd spot and still not out of it yet. Billy the Bear sponsored by Redline Videos and Alan Reinhold, who's taking some pictures of all you guys. Today he's got a video cassette tape and a television down here in the snack bar area, and you guys interested in seeing some VCR tapes of yourself, they've got them down there in the snack bar position right now. Well, we got a big breeze coming right across the start-finish straight here, and it's starting to rip up a little bit of a dust cloud or a little bit of a tornado as it goes to the inside of the racetrack. Hopefully that won't affect the riders too much coming out of turn number 9. But right now it's Reynosa and Moore, and they're starting to move away from the rest of the field. Billy the Bear also starting to catch up with the 556 Joe Solis, who's currently running second in the standings, finds himself way down there in 6th spot. That's not going to help his cause. And 496 right at them is Eric Van Marker. We don't see the 4th place runner in the point standings right now. Nigel Gale's not out here. Nigel didn't even come out at all today, and of course that's going to really hurt his chances in the Honda Interceptor Series race. But Nigel not here today, and he will definitely go down in the standings. He's currently running in 3rd and can smell that $2,400 in his pocket if he can just collect a win here today and keep on doing well the rest of the season. Right now, it's still Reynosa out in front on the back straight and starting to stretch it out a little bit. In fact, there's just about evenly spaced between Reynosa and Moore and De Beer. And Reynosa now starting to power away a little bit. This is the farthest I've ever seen this Honda Interceptor race go. I mean, there's a big, that's a big lead for this race. But still no change. It's still Reynosa. It's still Moore in second. And Billy De Beer picking it up a little bit on Moore. Going around turn number 1 and into turn number 2. So Reynosa trying to cut into that points lead of Richard Moore, the Tustin Honda sponsored rider, and he's going to probably do it if he can hold on to the lead. We'll see what happens here. We're 4 or 5 times out, and that puts him right up there in the point standings. As we have it, he's now currently running second in the standings. However, Reynosa will make a big jump toward that points lead if he can hold on to this lead here. So it's still Reynosa, De Beer, who's not even in the top 10, by the way, Billy De Beer is, and yet he's showing... Carl Nagy to the start-finish line. Carl Nagy, they need you down at the start-finish line. Race results through race 6 are posted. Results through race number 6 are posted. Okay, white flag lap for bike number 75, Reynosa, and as Whitney Blakely said, Reynosa was going to win this one, and sure enough, he's pulled it out. In fact, this is probably the largest lead we've seen in this Honda Interceptor Series all year long, and he's got the lead and possibly the win. In second spot is still Billy De Beer, and now is Joe Solis up there in third spot? Okay, Moore went by in third. And then Solis in fourth. Then comes Ben Williams in fifth spot, and in sixth spot, 178, that's Mark Ingalls. Then comes 496, Eric Van Marter, running there in seventh spot. In eighth spot, 136. That's Steve Schrader, the Cycle Racer sponsored rider. He's running... We got a lap time up here on your leader, and it was 1:39:28, and that's about 2 seconds off the pace. So competition really wasn't here today, but Reynosa, that's all he cares about is the points. Okay, here comes Curtis Maddox. He's got the checkered flag out for Steve Reynosa, and he takes the win. And second spot is Billy De Beer. And in third spot, it is Richard Moore. He'll hold on to the points lead, but not as big a margin as he had before. So Richard Moore grabbing third spot. Joe Solis grabbing fourth spot. Ben Williams, a fine race for fifth spot, and he beats out Mark Ingalls, who finishes sixth. So even though Richard Moore didn't have quite the day he had his hands full with a very unfamiliar bike. He crashed that bike in practice and, of course, twisted a few things.